Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
I think when you watch him play, because you've heard all the different buzzwords about him being a warrior and what a battler he is, go back to the Rose Bowl game against Georgia his last year at Oklahoma. They got beat in, double overtime? A thriller. But he played despite the flu and still put up big-time numbers and almost rallied his team to a victory.
Yeah, big-time numbers. Also had a receiving touchdown in that game as well. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
36-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Makes the score Browns 3, Lions nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Carry on Johnson, the ball.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And he stopped immediately there.
Carry on Johnson.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Williams on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
At the 20-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
The Browns first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Stafford here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass complete to DeAndre.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Odell Beckham.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
3 plays and
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, the whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20. but he's a yard or two short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Out the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Pascal. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up
2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
To throw on third down, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We cleaned it up, baby.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He was brought down by
tough day, tough sledding right there, and has been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Complete to DeAndre Swift.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Over the middle to Beckham. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 4 yards. One last throw here for Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.